Hello Aquarius. Welcome to your January 2022 reading. I mixed the cards off camera, but I'll do it once or twice on camera for good measure. We're going to be doing a relationship spread. That's a general relationship forecast. And then I'll do a one-on-one relationship spread between you and a specific person. Then I will be pulling some cards, oracle cards from Spirit, to get a bird's eye view of the situation that's not biased towards you or the other person's views. I'll pull some sex oracle cards, and then I'll pull some oracle cards from your person if you want to get those cards, and then I'll finally close up with some angel cards for advice to you. I have my Rider-Waite tarot cards and my Greek God cards. Everything's in the description. Not that I'm getting money, just people sometimes are curious. I know I would be. Alrighty, so this is your horseshoe spread. It's kind of like a V shape, fitting onto my desk as best as I can. We got the past, present, future, 3 to 4 months out. We got you in a nutshell. We got your environment. We got your hopes and or your fears, and then we got your 12-month outcome. It's January 2021, so that would be, again, January 1st, 2021. So we got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and Prometheus cunning. So the Queen of Pentacles generally, well, the Pentacles are about money, material things. She's normally the master among the knights and the pages of money in the feminine energy. She's very resourceful. She has fertility and abundance on her side. She has a little rabbit. Prometheus is a human that kind of weaseled his way into the social circles of Zeus in order to steal fire and give it to the humans. So, you know, he's kind of like a spy or turncoat, I guess. But from the human's point of view, you know, he's kind of like a savior, and he brought them fire and wisdom. But among the gods, yeah, he definitely stole something from them. So then I got these cards to try to clarify more about this, Aquarius. So it looks like you've been using your intuition, trying to feel your way through a situation. It might have been you thinking about the past. Kind of stuck, not fully realizing your material gains. It might have been blocked because you're still worried about someone sneaking around doing something they're not supposed to. Someone's trying to manipulate, unfairly balance the wheel against your favor from your past. And because you're still kind of ruminating in the past, you're still not quite happy yet. Something is not fully eliminated. Something is not fully true. With this, I know there's a lot of decks out there, but I like the classic, you know, this classic deck because there's so many metaphors in there. Like this little cloth shows that the baby's naked, like he's not hiding anything. He's fully free to express himself. But since it's upside down, it's kind of like there might be something still hidden, or you still at least think there's something hidden. Something's not fully revealed yet within the past. This is your present situation, Aquarius. Okay. So you got the Ten of Wands in reverse, and you got Apollo, God of Light. Apollo is the god of light, not the actual sun, but the light that is radiated from the sun that feeds the earth, feeds the plants, warms us up. And it looks like you're carrying all these wands, but you're kind of carrying them back to the past. You're not quite done with the past, whatever's going on back here. You keep wanting to walk back to it. There could be some sort of pride or ego situation going on that you're not willing to let it go. It looks like you're fighting the Wheel of Fortune, which is a really impossible thing to do. The Wheel of Fortune will happen. Change will happen, and it's destined to happen. But you seem to be thinking you can change the Wheel of Fortune and steer it in a different direction. It will happen, and you're probably gonna get your hands all cut up trying to steer that wheel in the other direction. It's not gonna happen. We got the Knight of Swords. Yeah, maybe you're rushing towards a knight that you're not supposed to, or you are the knight, not a fully mature person. Your thoughts are not as clear. They might be a little too sharp for some people, that they hurt you or yourself. I'm an Aquarius too, by the way. So, yeah. We got the future, 3 to 4 months out. Page of Swords. Well, Artemis has come out in like almost every freaking reading today. And we've got Hermes and Uranus in a few of these readings too. Okay. Apollo's come out. Actually, a lot of these cards come out in the same, I guess it's kind of a general feel for everyone. This one have come out a lot. This one came out for some people. There's a whole deck of things that it could be, but it's these things. Alright, so 3 to 4 month future, Aquarius. We got the Page of Swords reversed. And we got Artemis, Goddess of the Light. So, the page is normally the messenger, but it can be about communications too, especially since the swords in general are about communications too. It's almost like you might be spying, trying to figure things out, not in the right mindset yet in the future. And it's funny because Artemis is the goddess of light. She's known for her ravishing beauty. She's independent. She can hunt for herself. She doesn't really need anyone else to help her. But it's like you're not fully realizing that power, and you don't even realize how sexy you are yet. This describes you in a nutshell. We got Iris messages, and we got the 3 of Pentacles. I actually personally like the Iris card because I love rainbows. Rainbows represent a full spectrum of life, from A to Z, happiness, joy, fulfillment. It's also on, the 10 of Cups card. So I really like it. Iris is a very powerful spirit. She can travel between hell, earth, and heaven. She is the messenger for the wife of Zeus. That's Hera? No. I don't know. The wife of Zeus, whoever that one is. That's why she's allowed to travel. Similar to Apollo. Not Apollo. Similar to Mercury. Hermes. So, I mean, for you to be described in this light, it's pretty nice. I think it's beautiful. She's also looking very fit, very pretty. She's radiating all this light off of her. Iris is known to be seen in the rainbow. That's where she travels, how she travels. And if you see a rainbow, that she is around you. The rainbow can even come from crystals too. It doesn't necessarily come from it raining. Yeah, so it looks like you feeling pretty good about yourself right now. It looks like maybe you don't really want to work right now, or something about work is not very interesting. Maybe you're not wanting to work on the relationship. Maybe you're just working on yourself. Okay. So this is your environment. It's not necessarily you or things you can control with your 2 hands. It is the weather outside, whether it's raining or sunny, whether you can go out, stay in, or you have to put on a raincoat. So you got Uranus, remoteness. Uranus is also Uranus. But yeah, so within your social circles, within your network, your work group, it looks like everyone's very distant right now. And it could be just that everyone is spread apart with their families and they're not next to you right now because they're with their families during the holidays. Not necessarily very conducive to trying to find romance in your life if you're all spread apart. We got the Death in reverse. So it looks like around you in your social groups, everyone's going through a major transformation. They're just getting out of it. Again, not necessarily conducive for finding love, because if you're going through transformations, they tend to be painful, and you're just trying to focus on yourself and trying to survive what it feels like. We got your hopes and or your fears. So you're hoping for an emotionally available man. A man who is in touch with his emotions, expresses his emotions, and shares his emotions. He is not going to bottle them up and hide them from you. He's not a robot. Seems to be emotions are what you prioritize over money, over sex, over analytical thinking. It's what you want as an emotional guy. You are a water bearer, so you don't have the emotions, but you bear them in your bucket. Future. Aquarius, you're worried about your future. Will you ever get there? Will you miss your shot? So it's good to recognize your fears and face your fears, but not to dwell on them, because if you dwell on them, you might accidentally manifest them, because what you think of is what is created. So now that you're aware of it, you could kind of think about other things, maybe. Manifest, think of what you want. 12-month outcome, Hermes journey. Knight of Cups reversed. It could be in 12 months you might be actually going and taking a vacation, going on a journey. That might help you clear your mind. Yeah, so maybe around this time, January, you might have a vacation scheduled. You might feel like there's more breathing room around you. There's still a space. You have room to move about, do what you want on your own terms. You might even have some people offering love to you, but I'm not sure if you're going to let them in. But, I mean, there will be people that approach you. Who could resist the rainbow? Okay. Let me pull these cards back, shuffle them, and then I'll get ready for the one-on-one spread. Okay, I shuffled these a few times off camera. I'll do it once more on camera for good measure. I just know when I watch these YouTube videos, people don't like watching endless stuff shuffling. It just feels like it's wasting their time. Okay. So this is your one-on-one spread between you and a specific person. Typically it's a romantic person, but it doesn't have to be. It could also be like cousin, brother, co-worker, grandma, whoever you think about. I'll normally interpret this into a romantic relationship, but you're welcome to translate this to the context of another relationship if you need to. Okay, so on the left we have the current, you Aquarius, and we have on the right the person you are thinking of. We have in the middle the past shared energy, the present shared energy, and the future shared energy. Okay. Just looking at the lay of the land here. It's a little tough to do Aquarius readings because I'm Aquarius, so it's also my shared future too. And it can be painful. Not that it has to be, but I guess I'll make it like that for me. Maybe we're all ruled by the same planets and the same influences, right? So on the left we got you Aquarius. 6 of Cups reversed. And we got Perseus gifts. You are definitely thinking about someone in your past. I know that to be true for my case, so it must be the case. Now, looks like you weren't expecting a gift. The gift card keeps coming out today in different readings. People were expecting the gift, but they weren't given it, especially because Christmas was around. Maybe they thought something was going to actually turn up and it just never happened. They really believed it was going to work out. Yeah, so you Aquarius, you're still grieving. You're worried about the 3 of Cups. You're worried about the lost social opportunities. You're worried about the fun of your union. You're thinking about everything you've lost. And it feels like so much. But what you have behind you is 2 Cups. 2 Cups union. You still have potential for love in your life. You just need to look up you could see you could walk across the bridge. I can't, you're not, you can see me on the camera. Look up, walk across the bridge, and go to that the stable castle in the background. It is there for you. You just gotta walk past some of these dark, deep emotions. So because you're grieving, you're stuck, the universe has bound you to the tree of wisdom, and you are struggling. You're fighting against the tide, and you will stay there until you let go and you realize what you need to figure out, something, until you get your enlightenment. You were stuck there. You have the world in reverse. Something has closed, but you haven't quite accepted it. Once you accept it, you will be enlightened. So your person, Aquarius, King of Pentacles. He is not the page or the knight. He is the master of the king. And he is the master of Pentacles. Money, earth materials, things. He's often very good with money. He has a lot of money to share with people. He's not stingy. Which is funny because you, on this other end, thought you were supposed to get a gift. You got Artemis, goddess of light. She's a hunter. She's independent. She is the light that trickles off of like waterways and rivers. She has her little dog with her in this little picture. She is known for her ravishing beauty, but it's upside down, so it's like that part of this person is like being suppressed. They don't realize how good looking they are. They don't realize how independent they are. They have a free spirit, but they have it tethered down right now. Past shared energy. This is the present and the future. So the past shared energy, you have the Justice, and you have Persephone, transformation, upside down. So in the past, it looks like there was some sort of reckoning. Something that was out of balance finally got balanced. It was destined to happen. It's a major arcana card. It had to happen. This card of Persephone is Hades pulled Persephone down into hell to be the wife of him in hell. She did not want to go. She was forced against her will. I believe this came in the December reading too. In the December reading, it was present. So it seems like there was a situation maybe that was forced against your will, and you didn't agree to it, you didn't consent to it, but it happened anyways. And maybe that's why the karmic justice came out, to balance the situation. Present shared energy, we got Ace of Swords, and we got the Horai time. It's been coming out a lot today. So between the shared energy of you guys, there is some sort of truth or new beginning, mental clarity. Something happened, something's changed. The air is finally clear. It was a matter of time. It had to happen. It was on divine timing. This card is also about, there's a time for different things, time for harvest, time for letting it grow, time for plowing it down. So it is now time for the truth, time for clarity, time for communication. Alrighty, so in the future shared energy, we got the Emperor and we got Hera relating. The Emperor is about restrictions, routine, getting things done, responsibility. He is also seen as the divine masculine. He is not just fire, not just water, not just cups, not just air, swords. He is the ruler of all of these things. So he is not just one aspect. He incorporates it all. And that's in your future. So it could be that in the future, one or both of you guys kind of gets their shit together and becomes the divine masculine emperor. We got it here with Hera relating. Hera is She's this poor woman. She's the wife of Jupiter, and Jupiter's always messing around, playing side games and cheating on her. But she always ends up forgiving him because she loves him. So it could be that in the future there's some sort of time of forgiveness where one person asks the other one for forgiveness, and it's given. There could be some sort of pride in the situation. Pride, beauty, or maybe one of you guys is like, well, I can't resist this person because they're just too damn good looking. As silly as that sounds. Okay. Next, I'll pull some spirit cards, oracle cards from spirit, and get a bird's eye view of the situation, because they won't be biased one way or the other. Shuffle them once on camera for good measure. I feel like I need just one more. Sorry. Two more. Try not to pull this many cards for people, because I think the more cards you get, the more confusing the message gets, but I felt like I had to get this many for you, Aquarius. Bear with me. Integrity. Does this situation align with your values or morals? Regret. Someone feels remorse for something I can't read it. Someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. When it's upside down, I'll either see it as blocked, the opposite, or to the extreme. And from my point of view, I'll just push it up if it's to the extreme. Play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. Awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. Past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. Soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts you, and respects you unconditionally. Decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. Protected. You are safe and divinely guided. Acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. Friendship. This friendship is leading to more. So, Aquarius, it looks like there might be a situation in your love life where someone hurt you. They regret what they did immensely. They didn't act with integrity, but you did, because that's just who you are. You can't do anything else but be like that. It looks like it's time for you to make a decision. Are you going to actually be with them? It's hard for the universe to give you the answer if you keep flip-flopping between yes and no in your head. You had to pick one. Maybe you were in a situation where you were friends with benefits, or you just weren't ready for commitment yet. It seems like you might be finally out of that friend zone soon and leading to something more. It does look like this is a past life person you know. They are one of your soulmates. Soulmates being from your soul family, which, you know, you have quite a number of that you get along with. This could be one of them, or this is one of them. Not that you have to be with any particular soulmate, but those are the ones that are easiest to get along with because they're close to the same page with you. Not as close as the twin flame frequency, but really close. It looks like your partner is starting to wake up from his mistakes. Whether it's you alone or together, you might want to go out and just have fun. Stop thinking about the bad stuff and just do things that are fun. There's better things to think about with your time. It's so short. kind of like here, there might be a time where you had to accept and forgive the person. Okay. All right. Let me do these Eros Kiss cards before I do the cards from your person. So these are cards of an erotic nature. Whether it's something that you want or your person wants, I'll leave it open-ended for that. And it's a general reading, so it might be hit or miss. Maybe some of these are for you, some of them not. You could always, gloss over the section if it's not for you completely. But I think it can be fun. That one flew out too. Alrighty. It's kind of a lot. Okay, Aquarius, so you or your partner might be interested in trying some of these things out. You don't have to. It could be one or none of these if it's really not for you. Water sports. Playing in a bathtub or in ocean or in the river, something about being in the water is fun for you guys. Public. They might like the risk of being caught. They might like the exposure. You could also try going to a nude beach or river. I know in Austin, Texas, there is a place called Hippie Hollow where you could go swim without any bikini at all. No kids allowed. Intimacy. Just the act of being intimate. The emotional component seems to be a turn on for you guys. Because intimacy is not necessarily the physical act of sex, but it's normally related. Sensual massage. One of you likes giving or receiving a sensual massage. You might like being able to put down your guard. One of you might like being able to completely relax the other person. There's plenty of oils, and whether it's a massage oil or a sex oil, you could try either one. Get that going. Polyamory. It might be that one of you guys or both of you guys are into having a relationship that's more than two people with consent. It's better to get that on the table as soon as possible because you might be wasting their time if that's not what they want. And it's not fair to throw that into someone a few months in. You have to get it on the table because otherwise you're just lying to them from the beginning. It would be manipulative to get them to like you first and then throw that out there. Spiritual connection. It seems that you two like having a spiritual connection, not just a physical connection. You might even feel their heart chakra when you're pushed against each other. Or you might have spiritual dreams with each other. I know my dreams are sometimes more real in life. I feel like I meet the person and I don't even see them in life, I just see them in my dreams. In my dreams, I mean more real in life. Moon for me. It seems like one or both of you like the sound that the other makes. It helps you give you feedback about what is going right, what is worth doing and continuing to do. It might just be a turn on. So make sure to express how you feel. Give them little moans, whatever it is for your partner because they love it just as much as the pleasure itself. One or both of you guys might have a rape fantasy. It could be that you like the idea of giving up control to someone else. It might be liberating. Or for the other person, it could be that they like having the control and power in their hands. Because there's no greater trust than having that complete vulnerability to them. Make sure you have the situation talked to and agreed to and any sort of safe word planned before the fantasy begins. Pegging. It seems like one or both of you guys might be interested in pegging. That is using a strap-on and doing anal penetration or vaginal penetration on the other person. Blindfold. Again, kind of into giving up control, giving up one of your senses. You get to experience the other person taking over, trusting the other person, and you might heighten the other senses that are now enabled. Group sex, kind of related to polyamory. Not the same though. That could be separate relationships simultaneously, and this is actually everyone in the same room at the same time, participating equally. It seems like one or both of you guys might be interested in group sex. Maybe they want to share you with others, or they want to see you be pleased by others. It might be just as pleasing as them doing it themselves. It might even give them some license to try out new things, so they don't have to feel like they're cheating on you if it's done with consent. Ooh, we got Ask Me. It's not in the cards. I have this big ass deck of cards right here, and whatever it is, it's not in the cards. Alrighty, so you'll just have to ask that person what they like, or you'll have to ask yourself. And sometimes it can be even embarrassing or shaming because society has told you one thing is not right. But once you realize it is yes for you, then you have no choice but to follow your own heart and desires. Alright, I'm going to pull some cards for you from your person. Please forgive yourself. So again, these are from your person, so they're not necessarily the spiritual truth, but it is their truth, what they see from their point of view. Sometimes that can be from a guilt complex or from an ego complex, but it's their point of view. Please forgive yourself. I don't know why. I want you back. I'm happy it's over. I'm afraid to contact you. You can't come with me. Ooh. So they seem to, when they say please forgive yourself, it seems like they're projecting some responsibility onto you, whether it's real or deserved. They think that you need to forgive yourself for something that happened. They're not sure how the situation devolved into what it has, but clearly you're not in contact with them or you're out of touch because they want you back. They're happy it's over, but that's because they're happy that the pain is over. They don't have to deal with it, kind of like in a sense of they don't have to be responsible for their actions anymore. It's actually the easy way out for it to be over versus to actually work on the relationship and fix things. It seems like maybe they did something that was shameful and they don't think they deserve to contact you. They think you're going to flip out, which might be deserved if they did something that was wrong. They might be waiting for you to contact them. You can't come with me. So, in order to fix themselves, they might be digging into a deeper hole. And they don't want you to go down with them. Down with the sinking ship. So, again, when these cards are upside down, sometimes I think of it as a blocked, the opposite, or to the extreme. I'm ready, so maybe they're not ready. I still love you. What is that? Oh, card underneath it. Propose your thoughts. I trust you. I'm not sure if they actually trust you right now. I'm loyal to you. I have everything. It almost feels like a bitter way, like I have everything I need, but it's the things, it's not the emotions. God damn it, there's more cards in here. It's like they're trying to hide these things. I am difficult to please. Well, is that not the truth? I cheated on you. So, that can be tough. Sometimes people have different definitions of cheating. Sometimes it will be emotional cheating. Sometimes it will be physical cheating. Sometimes they'll think, well, as specific as this is, maybe fingering might be cheating, but penetration might be cheating with a penis. And one person's version of cheating is not another person's. Maybe you did talk about it, but they have their own version. They just agreed to your version to get you to stop talking. And it's a very tough thing to forgive yourself for. You were too proud. It's all in your head. I'm loyal to you. What? This card is in here twice. Well, that's interesting. It seems like they feel very loyal to you, and maybe that's why you can't go with them, because they want to protect you and not take you with them. Yeah. If you do want to talk to them, it seems like you are the one that has to initiate what kind of relationship you want and reach out to them. Let me show you this deck. This deck is insanely thick. So these cards are very specific. It's not like it was a... yeah, these cards had to be these cards. Okay. So Aquarius, let me pull... oh, I already did that. I didn't mean to pull that one. Wait, let me pull your angel cards for you. Okay, Aquarius, we'll close off your reading with angel advice cards. Divine Order, Archangel Raguel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. It also has like this kind of justice scales that we saw in your recent past, Aquarius. So it seems like everything's happening according to plan. You just might not be able to see the whole picture right now. Ruby, bless your heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. Rubies are kind of more expensive stone, but if you're able to wear it on a ring, necklace, put it in your pocket, it will be a physical reminder to you to heal your heart. You could also try wearing dark red colors. And if you do have ruby, if you shine a black light onto it, UV light, it will like do a glow in the dark effect so you can know it's authentic ruby. I do have pieces of ruby. If you look into my jewelry shop, I don't have anything ready made, but I could always custom make jewelry too, because I could solder things. New love. A new person has stirred up romantic feelings. So there could be an actual literal new person, or it could be a person turning over a new leaf. But it looks like someone's going to be on their knees, kind of like courting you, begging you for their attention, giving you a rose. We got these little cupid arrows. Cupids are like a different form of arrows, with their arrows of love. Light and love. These are actually hobby, job, career cards, but I pulled it for your romance. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. Hercules Strength. It's a little long, but I will read it for you. Hercules is the son of Zeus in alchemy, a mortal woman. Jealous Hera drove Hercules mad, causing him to kill his brother's children. To redeem himself, wow, I didn't even know that. To redeem himself, Hercules offered to serve his cousin, the king. The king sent Hercules 12 seemingly impossible tasks to accomplish. Tasks that required great strength, courage, humility, and wit to overcome. The tasks were supposed to be his undoing, but Hercules proved himself time and time again to accomplish every task acquiring the magical items and knowing and the knowledge with each. Upon completing all 12 tasks, Hercules was free to continue with his heroic deeds throughout the land. Hercules was eventually married to Hebe, the daughter of Zeus and Hera. The labors of Hercules are all about self-mastery. Mastery of the wild beasts within so that a person may use their raw power in a wise and controlled manner. A number of Hercules' tasks involved killing or capturing wild animals. One of these animals was Nemean lion, a creature with a skin so thick that it was invulnerable to weapons. Hercules was ultimately used the beast's own claws to cut through the skin and was thereby able to defeat it. After this, Hercules was always seen wearing the lion's skin as armor. The message. This card is about strength, focus, discipline, and wisdom. With these qualities, we can harness our own raw powers and use it to create what we want in our lives. If you find yourself feeling messy, undisciplined, erratic, or caught in a destructive or addictive activity, you need instant gratification outweighs everything else. It's time for you to get organized and take every necessary action to get your life back on track. This card tells you that this card tells you it is not enough to act on pure instinct. This is a time for focused strength, self-control, and discipline. It is a time for overriding ego-driven or childlike urges that are often based on what needs for pleasure and instant gratification. This is a time for establishing your personal power and learning to govern your life from a place within that is clear and true. Do whatever is necessary now for you to take back the power in your life. This is a time for great strength. Okay, Aquarius, so that is your January 2022 reading. I hope that was helpful. I will be posting another video next month.